Unfortunately, it looks like our hot spring has undergone a very sudden case of severe leech infestation. Then the hotspot will have to be shut down because they're like 20 foot tall and seem deadly.
I don't know about you guys, but I just like to kill things.
I second this motion.
We could try diplomacy. Snow just turns back. Guys, I can't. It's too cute.
Snow, oh my gosh, if that's your standard for cute, I can certainly understand why you find Wilson attractive.
Oh, great and giant, cool-looking sloth, who is the cutest sin of them all.
The entrance to the next floor is actually underneath the hot springs. Belphegor. Hey, how's it going, Wrath? I am nothing if not persistent, and now your foe.
And with that, it seems as if the shade which covers the entire air seems to be sucked down and dragged into a voidless pit within the ground, which then covers itself up. Hey everybody, welcome back to Sword Art Online Odd. This is Season 2, Episode 31. It's going to be a big shebang, the great ending off for this season until we come back in a little while. But right now we have the whole cast and crew, the whole gang gathered around, and we're just going to go through introductions.
Hi guys, I'm Snow. I'm playing Snow, who is the leader of the Odd Guild, alongside with her faithful companion, Nachia. We're struggling today. We're just struggling.
Hey guys, my name's Wilson. I'm the resident cavalier of the Odd Guild and one of the first members.
Hi, I'm RL. I play Zana Xerxes Zion. She was supposed to be a Mr. Sneak and Stab. Instead, she was stabby, stab, and then a little bit of sneak. And that's okay. Well, it's not really okay, but I'm going to say it's okay so everybody else thinks it's okay.
Hey guys, my name's Clyde. I'm the resident archer samurai man, and I did do that pretty well, I think. Okay. Oh, also a cook. Mostly the cook. I think I'd mostly be noted for the bread rolls. I came ready for this situation.
I'm Allie, and I play Are, and I'm not in the Odd Guild. I'm in the Dark Guild.
Spooky.
What a dark person.
You're black?
Is that racially acceptable?
I mean,
socially acceptable for her to say?
Hi, my name's Galahad. I am the Sacred Shield Paladin. I am lawful good and pure of heart, and am ignoring most of the phrases that go on half the time, or else I would have to smite my compatriots where they stand.
Hi, I'm Handel. I play Ugwin. He is a space zookeeper. He keeps Nugget in space sometimes, not really that often, but we'll get there eventually. We'll have like a pen. I don't know how to do that in space, but
Space pen.
we'll figure it out. It's a work in progress. Okay. Aspirations and dreams. Sometimes you got to work some problems out. It'll happen.
It's true. It's true. We'll make it work. We'll find a way. When there's a will, there's a way. Space zookeeping, great goal. All right. So with that, brief recap. When did we last leave off?
We defeated Wrath. We defeated the boss. He's dead.
We defeated Lust again.
Again? Yeah. Second time, question mark?
Now here's the question. Why does Lust want to be Draken? Why was that a good disguise?
That is a good question. Why was that a good disguise?
She just wanted to be actually sexy for once.
Careful with your words there. She might come back and try to kill you.
She picked the most attractive character.
Don't.
All right,
She
so
has to.
with Wrath defeated, that is the end of all the demons, which means you're done your dungeon run, and I can proudly bestow upon you the final blessings of loot and EXP. So going down in order real quick, we did roll off screen because there were some editing complications and video errors, but with that being said, we do have all of their loot here, and I'm going to just tell everyone what they got. Schnarr. Starting at the top of the list, you managed to get yourself it is known as the Berserker's Beyblade. Seems like a really big bastard sword. You also managed to get yourself a red potion and a ring.
Great.
Next up would be Zana. You managed to get something known as Rage Gauntlets. They seem to be made of a black steel. And it kind of starts up by your like mid finger joint where that knuckle is, and it has multiple plates and connecting black steel chainmail around the joints, so you're still able to move around freely.
Whoa, okay. I'm gonna put them on.
You also got a flaming cloak, currently on fire, and a ring as well.
Oh, just you just got a cloak or cape.
Cloak.
Okay, so it's just like casually on fire. That's
just
great.
Casually on fire. Yep.
Phenomenal.
But isn't burning is the good news, and the fire doesn't hurt you. So it seems
So I guess
as if
phenomenon.
Yes, it is a phenomenon. It's like a burning bush that does not burn, except it's a burning cape. But this cape is not speaking to you. This does, however, you can seem as if you can turn on and off the fire on it, but the flames do not hurt you. So it's a purely cosmetic effect.
Okay.
You also got a ring. So thus far, you and Snow have both gotten the ring. Allie, you also have this ring. To describe it, it's a very simplistic kind of small silver ring with a very ornate red gemstone seated at the center of it.
Okay.
You also managed to get a similar red potion to that which Snow has, but you also notice that you have a kind of like intricate gold, thin chained golden necklace, where at the bottom of it, it does also seem to have a small orb of which looks like passive fire in the center of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Ugin, you didn't get one.
My
you got
favorite.
2 rings because you rolled 2 of the same numbers. So you ended up getting 2 rings. And because you were the only individual who participated in the fight with the fight, if you want to call it the massacre, the slaughter of Sloth, you ended up getting something known as the Girdle of Indolence. It seems like it is a thick leather hide belt. Like the belt itself is like 2 to 3 inches in width, and it is cropped around the edges, like the top and bottom of the strap is fur, and around the center is also like a fur with a nice like metal iron center. All right. So is there anything anyone would like to inspect regarding their items, or are we going to move on?
I'll immediately equip all of it.
Ring on either hand, belt on girdle on waist.
I want to see what the potion does.
Did you want to knowledge arcana of the potion real quick?
Sure.
Sure. Go ahead and roll. So it looks as if this potion that you have, when drunk, it consumes the potion, and the consumption of the potion gives the user a temporary rage effect. But it seems to have an innate quality, which means that after a certain period of time, it may be able to be used again.
Oh? Oh, that's fun. An infinitely refilling bottle. Wait. So, curiosity, if I put another liquid in there, would it then refill that liquid instead?
No, it would overwrite that liquid with the rage potion. So it is a rage potion of refilling. So for the technical semantics, you will gain a +2 to strength and constitution for 10 minutes while under the effect of this, after which you will be considered fatigued once the effect has expired for twice the amount of time you are in the rage, but the rage potion itself will refill itself, so you may have 1 use per day.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. Anyone want to inspect anything else?
I did put the gauntlets on, but I realized I don't really know what they do.
You want to also magical. You want to roll the knowledge arcana?
Do you want me to knowledge arcana?
If you want to know what they do, I would want you to roll a knowledge arcana. So yes, you can roll a knowledge arcana to tell what it does. Don't roll low. Don't roll low. So these seem to be very nice masterwork black steel gauntlets, which are actually giving you a permanent minor boost to your AC. So you're getting a +2 bonus to your AC. And it seems that it has an effect in which the longer you are in combat, the more damage you will be able to deal. So it initially is going to have a reduction for not having been in combat, but the longer you are in combat and the more creatures that you hit that have hit you first, you will get increased damage for.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Ugin, upon putting on your girdle there, sir, you are actually noticing that after just a handful of seconds, maybe about a minute has passed, you were actually healed up all the way to full HP.
That's my favorite description of a minute. A handful of seconds.
While everyone is inspecting their gear, you actually notice that Gallahan and Wilson have kind of been walking around the place together, and you notice as if Wilson is staring down at a map and pointing towards certain locations.
So, y'all wanna get out of here? I mean, this isn't a dungeon anymore. This is a dungeon.
This is a tomb.
That was a good joke.
It was pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I mean, hey, listen. Some light humor to brighten the mood is warmly welcome, Snow.
I appreciate that, Clyde. So we gonna get out of here or what? Wilson, what's the thing on that map? How do we get out? Do we have to go through all the things again, like backwards?
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go back up the same way we came down. Which is
we didn't even go to Wrath's part.
Well, I mean,
luckily we didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, everybody. I've already worked on sealing away all of the entrances for all the various demons. I sealed the gate in which Wrath came up from onto Sloth's floor, as well as located the location with the help of dear Wilson here, the location where Sloth would come from as well. So those have already been sealed.
Oh, you did a good job.
Excellent.
Perfect.
So we gonna get out of here?
Leave this infernal hellscape, by all means. Post haste.
Let's go.
Guys, where are we going? Are we just gonna
I guess we'd have to go back up the elevator, which I hope
I
goes up.
really love elevators. Those are kind of my thing. I don't.
But do you go up, Ugin?
I can. Yeah.
Ugin.
He can go up in an elevator.
Do you, Ugin?
Yes.
I didn't know that was your thing, Ugin. I mean, like, I never judge, you know? It's not my place to judge, but that's just kind of like an interesting niche you got there.
Interesting niche.
Niche.
All right, let's go see.
What is a niche?
Let's go see if this elevator is still here, because most of this place kind of lit on fire, and that was made of wood. I'm a little worried, guys.
Yeah. I sure hope that, like, none of the people inside, like, got burned alive. That would be so terrible.
Oh my
Can
God.
I perception for
right?
where the elevator is?
Sure.
Cynthia and the old guy.
All right.
You
Oh God,
can
Cynthia!
roll a perception.
Where is
I
she?
can perception. Do I want to?
You're looking for the elevator. All right.
Oh,
Is it
I would like to
hidden?
perception for signs of life.
18.
Sure, you can perception for signs of life.
Perception 28 for me. I also am perceptioning to see if I see anyone.
I'm basically
like, alive.
Quentin, 18.
Yep. All right, so you are able to see that off in the distance. It looks as if though there was a large forest fire that was rapidly spreading throughout. It didn't quite reach the center area where you came down, so it didn't spread into the entire forest. It seemed as if it had died down before it reached there. So you do still see the vine-made pulley rope mechanics, which were attached to the elevator you came down, still intact off in the distance.
Is it still on fire here,
Alright.
like lava and everything?
No. Yeah, all the fire dissipated as soon as you killed Wrath.
So I yell, I found the elevator, and then I run for the elevator.
Oh, dang. Well, I mean...
Okay. I'm gonna look around really quick.
Zara and Snow, you're looking around.
24 for perception. Specific searching.
So you hear a lot of wildlife. You hear all of the birds. You hear some monkeys and some sloths
You hear a
off in the
space
distance.
dinosaur.
It's kind of like a space dinosaur cooing, and Nachia making his sounds as you're walking around. But and you hear Gallahan's horse braying and all the sorts of...
this was too generic. Too generic.
You hear life, but all I can say for certain is that where the structure Indolence once stood is almost completely burned to the ground in a pile and heap of ashes.
Cynthia. How could we forget about Cynthia? What's wrong with us?
Is she dead?
Everything is wrong with us.
I'm going to take Snow by the shoulder or put my hand on her shoulder comfortably and say, it happens. It's just showbiz, baby.
What? I don't think it's normal for theaters to burn down in show business.
You've never been to the theaters I've been to.
She looks warily at Zana. Are you okay?
They were what? NPCs? What? Yeah, we're fine. We don't have to worry about that. Forget about them. They're dead.
What if
they don't matter anymore?
Miss Ikara, I feel like we're going to be having an issue shortly.
What's wrong, Gallahan?
So you know how we have an elevator from this floor, right?
Yes. And there's a giant hole. Oh.
And I have a horse.
How much rope do we all have?
I've got 100 feet.
Some.
I've got 50 feet snow.
All right. So we're going to have to jerry-rig this sucker.
We got 15 feet? Clyde, that's a massive foot fetish. Where did you
I have
50 feet? That's 25 people's feet.
No, Zana. Zana, people don't just cut other people's feet off. They don't defeat them all the time.
I thought that was from past battles.
Hey,
he was just random.
You can fly, right? Can you or Nugget carry people while flying?
I've never tried to have Nugget carry anything.
Can you cast fly?
Make Nugget big, and then we'll ride on him like a magic big dinosaur dragon.
I don't...
Puff the magic dragon.
The magic school bus.
Yeah.
You'd have to sleep? Well, I mean... Wilson?
Yeah?
Does it look like there's any other way out? I mean, I know we're on Sloth's floor, so that probably doesn't help, but...
There's an elevator.
Okay, let's get to the other floor and maybe look.
All right. So you guys make your way to the elevator, and you're successfully able to just pull the lever, and the elevator begins to lift you back up to the next floor. And you reach Pride's Great Hall, and everything's still as you remembered, with all the doors, the shelves with his trophies and adornments, the chair completely split in two, and the massive pillars leading through the entrance where you see where you came from, which is a giant hole in the ceiling.
I run to where I placed down my crown. I placed it down before in this room. I run to, and I pick it back up.
Great. You are able to retrieve your little golden crown that you had.
Quentin, how high up is it?
And I put it back on.
It is, yes, you can put it back on. It's about, I think I said 120 feet.
All right, so we need to start tying some rope together.
Even if we do that, are we going to be able to get Magnus up there?
Yeah, that's the point. We're going to tie rope together.
Well,
I mean,
I have 50
Clyde
feet.
almost escaped.
Did you get any of Pride's blood to see if there was a way out of this area?
Yeah, there's a hole in the ceiling.
That's it?
That's about it.
That's it?
I mean, we could... Me, Ugwin, and Nugget could attempt to all three of us fly the horse up.
I'm fairly frail.
Yeah, and I can spider climb, so you don't really have to worry about me, and we can use the rope to hoist everybody else up.
Mm.
I'm pretty frail. I'm you just put a bunch of sticks together and made it into a really cool sorcerer, but not that.
Can I perception the hole?
See, this is where I'm missing Daniel right now. He could have built something to get us out of here, like a pulley system. R.I.P.
Quentin,
Daniel.
I want to perception check the room in the hole and see if there's anything useful.
So do you fly up to the next room? Or are you just saying in this room?
In this room. First. In this room.
I mean, the only thing you really see is you see the doors and shelves adorned with trophies, and the massive tall pillars that are stretching from floor to ceiling.
Oh, how massive?
They are about 3 feet in diameter, stretching from floor to ceiling.
So if I, like, knocked one of those down and had it, like, so that it fell, so that it hooked on the side of the hole, could they just walk up into the
Theoretic.
ceiling?
Roll a knowledge engineering.
It's a 9.
You are no architect, but you think you're onto something.
Oh, all right.
You
All
think
right,
it might work.
Let's see what I have to do this. Kicking it probably won't work.
You fly up and you nudge it, you kick it.
All right. Does that work? Am I
Nope.
strong enough?
Very, very firmly seated. It is made into the structure of the wall, of the ceiling.
All right,
that is.
Galahan, you're strong, right? Can you, like, knock that pillow over just so, like, in just the right way so that it angles, that it hooks on the
like
side
what
of that
you could
hole?
do is you could do this. I cast spider climb and I start walking up the pillar to the ceiling. You could just do this. Just do this. Look.
That's interesting.
Look
Can
at that.
she go into combat with the pillar?
I don't think that solves the
Look at that.
problem with
I'm
the
walking up.
horse.
Look, I'm almost there. Wow.
Right. But Zana,
No,
start
I'm
start
walking
punching
on
the pillar.
What the
Punch the pillar at the top.
Wait.
That doesn't help the
Zana,
horse.
You have spider climb?
Yeah.
You can just cast that on the horse.
Can I freaking do that?
I don't.
Yes.
I'm sure
That's
he'll
how that
figure it out.
works.
How does the horse feel about climbing up walls? I mean, that's smart, but the poor horse doesn't. That's not natural.
I'm run back down to the horse.
It would take a lot of coaxing.
Hi, Magnus.
Okay. Wait, how many level 2 spells do you have?
What do you... I don't...
No. Did you use any in combat?
I used my level
I don't think she
3.
did. No.
And you're good, but
I used my...
Well, how many does she have in total?
Summon Nature's Ally 3.
I don't know.
I mean, will negates. So
We might
if
do
Magnus
rest.
doesn't want,
If Magnus doesn't want to climb walls like a spider, he doesn't
I mean,
have
he
to.
wouldn't
Like,
know what
it
it would
won't
do.
work.
He would just know that there's something being cast on him.
But would he attempt to climb vertically up a wall?
they have a really low will, though.
They
Most
do.
animals
I mean,
do.
yeah.
So
All right.
I don't know. It is
I
Galahan's
can try.
horse.
I could try. Let me try it. Come here, Magnus. Hey, buddy. Hello. I'm gonna pet him gently on his little muzzle, on his snout. Are you a good boy, Magnus? Are you a good boy? Yeah. I cast spider climb. All right, now you can climb up
Okay.
walls, and I will climb up the wall, the pillar, to show Magnus, like as I'm guiding him with his face, that he can do it too. Like I'm holding.
He kind of just looks at the wall and rears and shakes his head.
No, you can do it.
I go behind Magnus
He can
and
do
start
it.
pushing on
He can
his
do it.
flank.
I'm gonna roll a will save for this horse.
I feel like there should be like a handle animal
Yeah.
or something going on here.
this should be
so-
a handle animal
Yeah,
too.
so Zana and Ari, you can both try and roll a handle animal to coax it.
Ooh, 20 and 28.
20.
Ooh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
28.
20 and a-
Yes.
That
There
was
you
the
go.
wrong one.
Okay. All right. You're at some negatives because horses don't like climbing vertical surfaces.
Yeah. They also don't like it with people behind them. It's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
they really don't like that either.
I'm so glad, Wilson, that this is an Angus. Angus would have kicked them both in the face by now.
So the horse eventually is persuaded to climb up the vertical surface.
I will lead him.
But
Is
he
this
gets-
pillar anywhere near the hole? Just out of curiosity.
the pillar's close to the hole, but see the problem is there's about 10 to 15 feet of ceiling
Upside
in between
down.
the pillar and the hole, and the horse is vehemently against going upside down.
He can do it.
Horses do not, fun fact, like being upside
He can
down.
do it. I think he can do it. We'll lead him. Okay, so we're leading him
Glad you
up
got
the
there.
pillar to the ceiling.
I request
Yeah.
popcorn from Clyde this time, like as this is happening.
You're terrible.
Oh yeah, I ran out of popcorn, but I've got some
Dang it.
peanuts, some cashews.
I still have the bag
Oh,
with food
okay.
in it, right?
Yeah.
Quentin, can I
Yeah.
see if there are
Yeah, you
any
do.
apples?
Yeah, they're apples.
I take an apple out and I hand it to Zana. I'm like, here.
Okay. I
See if
assume
this
that Are is using her flame wings as we're going up to help keep
Yes,
pushing
yeah.
Magnus.
Yes.
So I take the apple from RA and I
I gotta toss it.
I show Magnus the apple. Do you want this?
Sure.
Do you want it? Okay. Gonna have to be a brave boy.
He starts
Gonna have to be a brave boy. You can walk on this ceiling. Like, you can't walk. Look, you're walking on the wall. You usually can't do that. I'm telling you, you can walk on the ceiling, Magnus. You can do it. You can do it. All right? You want this apple. You'll get it. You'll get it once we're out of here. I will give you this apple, and I will give you love and affection. You can do it.
So, okay.
This looks pretty dumb, Ugwin. I don't know about you.
I don't
But
know
this
why we
looks
didn't
dumb.
just sleep and then Ugin could have cast Fly on all of us.
I'm not really tired at all.
I'm tired. Pushing a horse up a pillar.
Try blindfolding him. He might be more compliant.
Oh.
I will. Ooh, I know what I
That's a
have on
good
me.
idea.
I have a scrap of cloth that Snow gave me. I will take
It's
that
true.
scrap of
You do.
cloth and tie it around Magnus's eyes.
All right,
Strap
go
of
ahead
cloth.
and roll
Again?
a handle animal, and I will give you I'm giving you a bonus for having the
Quack
cloth.
off. Quack off.
over his
Stop
eyes.
it. It's 12.
And an apple. He can still smell the apple.
It's 12. I want RA to roll a handle animal to see how much he's trying.
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna make a recommendation. There is something, a legendary thing, a mechanic of Pathfinder. If given enough time, you can take 10 or take 20 on a skill check, which just says you expend an undisclosed amount of time where you were given multiple opportunities of failure in order to eventually reach your desired goal. Let me see how long Spider Climb lasts. It lasts 10 minutes per level. So I think given it like an hour, you would eventually be able to coax this blindfolded horse to climb up a perfectly horizontal upside down surface for him, baiting him up with an apple.
I feel like during this time, Snow would have light stepped up,
Yeah.
and Nichia would have followed, and rope would have been utilized.
Drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All
you-
right, so we eventually get the horse up to Lust's lair, maybe?
Hey, you made it up one more floor.
Ugh.
All right. So we still have to get everyone else up.
Now you just, so while you were coercing Magnus up a perfectly upside down surface, which took a little while, Snow, Ugwin probably just flied up, I assume, as well as Nugget.
Flew.
He flied up.
They flew up. He flied. And everyone else, Snow dropped a rope down for them. So Wilson, Clyde, and Gallahan were all able to scale up and climb the rope as they were able to tie two ends together because Wilson had 100 feet and Clyde tied his other 50, and they were able to firmly secure it, tie it, and they dropped it down for them to climb up.
Jeez, guys, what took you so long? We've been up here for like
Snow.
half an hour.
I'm not in the mood for sass right now. I know I'm usually in the mood for sass. I love sass. Right now, not in the mood for sass. I got this horse up. This isn't even my horse. This isn't even a great horse like Caspian. Caspian is a phenomenal horse. He could do anything. This is your apple. I love you too. I give.
Magnus, after having just braved the fear of standing perfectly upside down 100
Magnus
feet in the air,
clearly doesn't understand
feels
what I'm saying.
offended
Okay.
that he is not a great
He's
horse.
just gonna
Quentin, I take
Yeah.
off the blindfold and I take out a sugar cube and I give it to him and I pet him.
Magnus
This
warmly
suit-
nuzzles you with his mane.
You see, what we've just done is we've made the horse think that it can climb on things now. So it's just going to try to climb
Oh
when
gosh.
it seems important.
Yep.
That
can't-
sounds like a you problem.
You know,
Great.
It sounds like a you
Consequences.
problem. Okay.
That sounds
Oh,
like
God.
the best situation ever.
Gallahan,
All right.
it looks like you have a goat.
Goodness.
Snow.
Okay.
I really do want to get out of here, but can we take like a little break or something, because honestly, trying to coax a horse to walk on a ceiling for a while, it's kind of peeved my attitude. Just a little little bit.
You just said the word titty.
Little titty.
Did I say titty?
A little tiddly.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little titty bit.
Hey, don't talk about
Oh.
It's not like that.
I mean, we also haven't rested in I don't know how long. Cause like, when was the last time we slept? It was before we went in the Sloth's lair.
Yeah, we didn't even sleep in the
Yeah.
soft lair. We were it was like morning when we went down there, and now
But that's morning in there. Do we know if it's morning in up anywhere?
Well, you know what? Time is
I can
just an
tell you
illusion.
by-
Time is just an illusion.
But my fatigue and exhaustion isn't.
I can
That is true. So let's just take a
I
little
still feel
break.
like it's important right now.
yeah, fine. We'll take a break and literally just throw your bags down and sleep somewhere. I don't care. Ugwin, you can fly in the sky and sleep. I don't
I don't know
know.
if he can fly while unconscious.
I wonder.
Yeah, I guess he could
Floats.
passively float 6 inches above the
Yeah.
ground
So is
while
he just
unconscious.
sort of like
Oh, does that
So
mean
that's
you
just
can...
how that works?
Wait, can you choose to not float ever?
I don't know. We never really.
Like, can you never feel what a soft bed feels like?
It's been very ambiguous this entire time.
Okay.
You've never
You've
known
never-
the touch of a soft pillow.
I mean, unless
a
it's like
down
a
pillow.
larger than 6-inch pillow that's... But would your head
What if
float
it's a
above that?
floating pillow?
What if it is a floating pillow? There you go. All right, so is everyone good to just take a sleep and regain everyone's spells and then traverse back up?
I will take a sleep.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
I will take a
I will
a
also
sleep.
take a sleep.
You wake up the next day, all your spell slots are back, and you are able to, with all of your abilities and capabilities at your hand, between spiders, climbs, flies, rope, and demon-inducing maps, you're able to navigate your way through the labyrinth, even though it does take you just about another full day's journey to exit and navigate your way through everything.
I never want to go in a cave again.
All the walls look the same.
Is that the sun? Is that the sun I see?
What
Great
time
ball
is it?
of
So
fire.
outside?
You woke up after sleeping at an undisclosed time period and are coming back up now. And upon exiting the tiresome and arduously long labyrinth, you are eventually greeted by a nice cool breeze of fresh air, as it seems the Queen's Forest comes to welcome you. But furthermore than just the forest, everyone roll a perception check for me.
16.
Okay.
21.
28.
22.
Everyone is able to notice that there's a very large full moon which currently illuminates the entirety of the Queen's Forest. It is beaming down and lights the way. It almost seems as bright as the sun itself, and you are able to see that off in the distance, a little ways away, there's actually a humanoid standing and motioning towards you.
Don't trust it. Don't trust it. I don't trust it.
I approach.
See,
Yeah,
I was
I
going to
follow
burning
Snow.
hands, but people walked in front of me. Whatever.
Dang nabbit.
Dang
All right,
nabbit.
so as you approach closer to the figure, you notice that it seems to be a member of the Queen's Guard, who is currently standing on some sort of large wooden platform with ropes attached.
Is it,
You have
is
an
it like
elevator?
a gallows?
You've had an elevator
Oh.
this whole time? Is that what this is?
Oh, wonderful! And you see as he reaches down by his side and grabs what seems to be a silver bell with a handle on it, and he begins to ring it. And he's like, the adventurers have returned. We have been waiting for you. We had time to build the lift so that when you returned, you would not have such an arduous journey up cliff. We knew you were having... You've been gone for weeks.
Weeks? What?
Weeks?
What?
How long did we sleep, guys?
I kind of look at Magnus like,
You look at the horse, and the horse looks at you, and you
Yeah.
meet eyes with
look
an
at the
equally
horse.
confused look. You're thinking, what's going on? And the horse is thinking, why are you looking at me?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Caspian. Caspian must think I abandoned him. Oh my god.
What if they ate your horse?
If they eat my horse, I will destroy them.
Rest assured, we did not eat a horse. The horse has been very well taken care of. But if you would please come with me.
We gotta go. Oh my God.
Right.
I hope he doesn't think I hate him. Oh my God.
So the individual on the platform motions and kinds of steps aside and motions for you all to get on the platform.
Dude, an elevator.
I get on the platform.
Does Magnus fit?
This platform appears to be actually about 20 square feet wide. So it's a rather large platform.
Awesome.
And then he begins to he actually lights a lantern on the edge of it and begins to wave his arms. And it seems to be his signaling to someone. And you all can roll a perception check if you would like.
Sure.
32.
25. 19.
26.
All right. And you see as it appears that you could barely see way off in the distance, all of you, luckily, are able to see way off in the distance. There seems to be a head or a body that outstretches over the cliff and begins waving down as well.
Weeks. That makes no sense.
Oh my gosh.
And ever so gently.
Weird.
Told you that freaking bathtub had some time
And
issues.
ever so gently.
You know what, Ari?
No one believed me.
All right, for once, I will say you might have been right.
Not every body of water is a bathtub. Okay?
That's what you're
Blasphemy.
worried about?
Snow, when we get up there, I have to go to my horse. He must think I hate him. Do you understand?
Okay.
I'll be quick.
I'm not worried about you seeing your horse. Wilson probably wants to see his horse.
Wait a second. That's suspicious. What if she disappears on that horse?
Then you can go with her. I don't know.
No, Zana, you can't leave without me.
What? No, my horse. Do you know how much I love that horse? He is beautiful. He is majestic. He is the love of my life. Platonically, I love my horse.
Okay.
I would die for that horse.
I kind of look over at Magnus again, like...
Clyde? Do you know about this?
Yeah, it's just like a... it's a platonic thing. It's just like she reveres and respects the greatness of the horse.
I do. You understand me, Clyde.
Absolutely. No, it's a very majestic horse. You have not seen its sleek, beautiful white mane. So with that,
and you are all discussing, it seems as if the platform is slowly beginning to rise up the face of the cliff. And as you are all discussing and having your own various conversations about what is an appropriate amount of love to have for a horse, slowly your eyesight begins to breach the crest of the cliff's edge, and everyone is actually greeted by the same sight. With the moonlight beaming down on top of the cliff, you see the entire Queen's Guard kneeled on either side of an outstretched red carpet, and at the other end of which stands before you both Darius and Dorian.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. Red carpet quest completion treatment. I'm going to run up to Dorian because I love Dorian. He deserves love.
Can I hide, angle myself behind the horse so that I can't see him, but he can't see me, and I'm just kind of
hide from?
ducked down.
Who is he?
Darius.
Why do you want Darius to see you? What?
She feels like she cheated on him with Gallahan.
I just ducked down. That's it.
Definitely
so
cheated on him.
I ducked out.
Gallahan has the reins of Magnus in his hand and is guiding him down. Well, this is quite the display they have set before us. And as Gallahan is walking side by side with the rest of his compatriots, you're kind of hiding behind Magnus because you're a smaller body. You're able to position yourself kind of behind this large creature, and you're able to avoid the direct eye contact of Darius.
Snow is trying to hide her complete discomfort with the large amount of people that are around.
Okay.
I'll walk down
Trying.
the red carpet like I'm owning it, but I will be heading towards Dorian to get with outstretched arms in order to give that man a hug.
Okay, great. So you reach the end of the carpetway. It's not the end of the carpetway. The carpet actually outstretches much further past them, but where they're standing, you finally reach where Darius and Dorian are standing with open arms, gesturing towards Dorian. And Dorian actually picks you up, embraces you, and spins you around. Ah, my dear Zana, it has been quite a long time since we have last been able to meet.
Ah, Dorian! We did it! We did it, Dorian!
I know. We are here to congratulate all of you. As the steward of the Queen, I am here to congratulate and welcome and bring all of you with us.
Whee! Oh, this is fun. I'm getting a little dizzy.
He sets you down and pats you on the head.
Oh my gosh, it's like the father approval I never had. Oh.
I'm so glad to see you all here once again with us. So if you would, Odd Guild and the remainers of your party in Dark Guild, if you would, I completely understand if you would like to take a short break or rest in the castle or reprieve. But if not, we do actually have manners to attend to inside the castle if you are feeling up for them.
I want my horse. Can I have my horse? He's well behaved. He feels like he might.
That's your description.
If you would like I said, if you would like to take a moment to rest and to complete and gather yourselves, I would be perfectly understanding. We know you just came back from a large and arduous journey, but the Queen is eager to meet with all of you.
Oh, Snow! I look at Snow. Snow, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the Queen, and we're gonna take a little break.
I'm gonna go get your horse. I mean, I would
recommend before you have the audience with the Majesty, though, if you would all wash up and change, because it seems as if you have come from a very long and arduous adventure.
Yeah, our last room that we did come out of was covered in crap, so like.
I look down at myself, but I'm
unclean.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're all, filled with dirt and soot and grime, partially scorched and torn parts of clothing and armor, as you have all gone through an absolutely grueling encounter, and you warmly welcome the chance that they have given you to shower and put on clean clothes.
I will. Can I reunite my horse? Can we act that out, GM?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
See, you would think that Zana would be going to the stables. And indeed she is, but no one got to the stables sooner than Wilson. It was a foot race the entire way, and they were elbowing and shoving each other just in order to beam through the stable doors. And they actually both end up barging through at the same time, and before you on opposite sides of the stable, you have the perfect juxtaposition. On one side, you have Zana's sleek, majestic, elegant, and very regal-looking white horse, Caspian. And on the other side, you see a very sturdy and strong full black horse, Angus. And both of the owners go to greet their steeds.
I give Caspian a big hug around his neck and give him lots of kisses. Is he excited to see? I'm so sorry.
Caspian goes and he puts his head it's kind of hard to you go to hug him and it seems as if he bends his head down to embrace your back, as if even he's trying to use his head to kind of comfort and lean in and nuzzle you as well.
I will give him pets and I say, I didn't mean to leave you, Caspian. I didn't know how long I'd be gone. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. I'm so sorry. You're such a good boy. You were such a good boy. You waited so long. You're such a good boy. I'm happy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Sana, roll a perception check real quick.
Okay. A 27 perception.
Okay. You hear across the hall in a different stall a very similar experience. I'm so sorry, Angus. I cheated on you. I know it was wrong of me. I wrote Magnus and then I wrote Nichia, but I swear it meant nothing to me. It wasn't the same. I miss you so much.
Maybe we had it wrong on who has too much feelings for the horse.
Wow.
And with this, all of you are able to take a nice, relaxing evening to decompress and shower and clean yourselves of the filthy demon essence that is ridden all over your body. But as we'll say the morning comes and you are all brought breakfast on trays outside of your rooms, you do have a note on the trays as well stating that there will actually be a ceremony which you have been requested to attend. And that after eating your breakfast, you are given about precisely an hour. So they're trying to start at the midday, and you are expected to arrive in outfits which have been laid out for you.
Ooh, cool.
What does mine look like?
Do I have a pretty dress? I want a pretty dress.
Yeah, like...
Did they give me a dress or tuxedo?
What kind?
You were
Probably
given a
dress.
dress.
Gosh dang.
All of the ladies were
Please
given...
tell me that Dorian had some hand in picking out my dress. I don't care if it's true, just tell me.
Quentin, describe the
Okay.
dresses.
So, all of you were given very intricate but sleek. So there are some very fine pieces of the dress which seem to have very dainty frills on them, kind of around the joints and the elbows. They're kind of like flowy. But other than that, they're. What do you want for? Okay, fine. Would you like to pick out your?
Frills?
What would you like to pick out your dresses, ladies? I was planning on giving Snow something light blue, Ra something red, and Zana either something white or black. You can describe what you want your dresses
Black.
to look like.
Perfect.
No, I want it to be picked out by Dorian. It's fine.
All right, Snow, would
that's
you
all
like to
I
describe your dress then?
I was just wondering why frills at the joints, because frills are like ugly.
Okay.
Do you know what a frill is?
So you were all given very sleek, not sleek, like more so actually, if anything.
Dorian would probably pick out black for me. I'm a black person. I mean, I like.
Amazing.
What did I get?
You also got a dress.
Oh, he's supposed to describe everything.
No. So you all of the gentlemen get very nice 3-piece black tuxedos that are all matching and very similar with bow ties as well.
All right. Can I just try to use some nondescript spell? I have no idea what to like add stars to it.
Oh, absolute. Yes, you may. You can. What could you use? Like maybe like dancing lights or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, no, you can nondescript spell and basically make it look like your cloak that looks like the midnight sky.
I will also attempt to walk on the ground.
What?
Doesn't work.
Ew, Quentin. First of all, what century is that supposed to be from?
The 1800s.
Listen, I just looked up a Victorian dress.
It needs more frills.
It doesn't really matter.
For the 1800s.
Listen, dresses matter.
I know this might seem important to you guys.
You all get dresses appropriate for the era and time.
I want lace sleeves. Thank you.
That's what that is what I was thinking. I'm sorry I don't know the descriptive.
That's beautiful, Snow.
Yes, you don't use frills. Frills are ugly. You want lace sleeves.
Like
Frills were very common in the
Yes,
1800s.
but listen, I would have torn the sleeves
No,
off.
lots of frills.
I would have torn them off and remade them.
Okay, so after all the handmaidens came around and dropped off of all of your dresses, all of the females were vehemently opposed to the style of the century and had modifications made.
Can mine be slightly on fire? Just a little bit. Like the edges.
And all of the ladies wearing their modified lace sleeve dresses with a severe lack of frills, looking comfortably in what they're wearing, but still maintaining the similar color palette of Snow wearing a nice blue, Ra wearing a very scarlet red, and Zana wearing a black dress, all come down and meet up with all of the various gentlemen who are wearing their black 3-piece tuxedos, with Ugwin standing out the most, as it seems as if he made his look almost like a midnight sky.
Ah, perfect. So good. Am I walking on the ground? Is that happening?
Wow, Ugwin.
You are managing to walk. It is taking an immense amount.
Nice.
It is
Oh
taking
my
almost
God.
all of your focus. Don't float, don't float, don't float, don't float. Constantly.
It's like trying not to float in water. You're just like
It's
so buoyant and you're like,
Right. It's like you have it's like almost trying to think to not breathe because it's something that comes so passively to you. It's literally like working against your very nature. But you are maintaining with an immense amount of concentration and effort.
Ugwin, you look great. I point out you because, wait a second, are you standing?
Are you shorter?
I guess I lost a few inches. I don't know. I'm not sure what happened.
You look great. You look great.
Should I want to be shorter? I'm lost.
I mean, if we're going by everybody else's standards, size doesn't matter.
Except for what it does.
Shh. Don't tell him that. He looks great.
You look great, Ugwin.
So with this, all of you are chattering about your appearances as you are exiting your rooms and making your way down the stairs, and you are met once again by Dorian.
Yeah, 39 concentration. I think I'm good. I got this.
Very good concentration check to maintain not floating. Dorian meets you as you are currently coming down the staircase before you are exiting into the Great Hall.
Dorian!
Wonderful. I'm so glad to see all of you. You all look exquisite.
Do you see what I did with the dress?
Very interesting modifications you all have made. I am glad, though, that you have made them to fit yourself and appropriately represent your personalities and tastes. We would have it no other way.
I didn't like sleeves. That's the only... everything else about
don't
the
like
jet,
frills.
It's wonderful.
I have spoken with the handmaidens at length in regarding your requests. They had a lot to say, and there was some great feedback and information. But with that being said, we must carry on. I do wish to inform you, give you some guidelines. When you go in, the Queen, this is a ceremony in which you will have an audience with the Queen, and there will be some formalities regarding it, but afterwards, after everything, you will still be given the reward promised to you by the Queen, but that will be after the ceremony.
Okay. So, basically, we need to,
What's the etiquette?
Oh, actually, I have a book on etiquette.
Do you? Can I see it, Zana?
Oh, wait, never mind. I think I threw that out of a window.
Oh. Okay.
All you truly need to know is that when you go out there, you will be walked out onto a platform. Just stand shoulder by shoulder in whatever order is comfortable for you, and the Queen will bestow upon you a gift. Not to spoil anything, but she will bestow upon you a gift as a small token of our gratitude, and in which it is just moderately formal. So do maintain some form of composure. I don't perceive you needing to speak. She may have a short speech, but regardless, you will still have an opportunity. I believe there will be some form of after party.
Oh, sweet!
Okay, so don't complain about the frills.
Not during the ceremony. Maybe you can do so after.
So basically, just zip the lip and Don't speak. Got it. I can do that.
So I would recommend everyone get ordered in a single file line in whichever order they wish to stand shoulder to shoulder in as you walk out.
I stand directly behind Gallahan.
Okay.
I guess I go to the front uncomfortably, but I'll do it.
I go behind Snow.
Shouldn't we roll initiative for this?
What?
No, you guys can order however you want. Snow is taking the front. Zana directly behind her. Clyde would be behind Zana. Wilson behind Clyde.
I'll be the tail end.
I'm actually surprised that Wilson would do that.
Wilson wanted to stand behind you, Snow, but Zana kind of butted in front of him, and he's not one to bring up issues during such formalities.
I know.
So it's
Will
going to be
actually be touching.
No. There will be some space in between you.
Zana's touching me. Zana, back up.
No,
You're too close.
Oh, sorry.
The entrance order will be Snow, then Zana, followed by Clyde, Wilson, Gallahan, R.A., and then Ugwin.
All right.
And with that, Dorian opens the door and motions for you to enter.
Snow, walk. Walk, Snow.
Oh, sorry. I kind of panicked for a second. I start walking.
And as you walk, all of you, and enter the Great Hall, your eyes fall upon what you perceived to be a very familiar scene, for you have entered the Great Hall many a time. And yet you are greeted by something that is a very unfamiliar sight. The entire Great Hall is decorated with banners and all forms of flowers and various ornaments, chandeliers lit, and the entire thing is almost filled to the brim with people. The queen is sat on her throne, and to her left-hand side is a slightly raised platform. The queen's guard seems to have filed in and are standing behind her, with Darius at the head of the guard and all of her forces, and Dorian is making his way to her right-hand side as he motions for you to all step on the platform. So all of you make your way and stand on the platform, and you are looking out upon a sea of what seems to be hundreds of people who are all cheering and clapping as you are all kind of almost being paraded out in front of all of them until the queen stands and gestures for everybody to calm down.
I'm gonna start floating up a little bit by accident and regain my concentration and get back down.
Good concentration. The queen seems, after having gestured to the audience in front of you, which you were not prepared for, she seems to have turned to you. My dear and brave, courageous adventurers, it is with jubilation as well as appreciation that I greet you here today. You are truly deserving of our gratitude, and that we are forever indebted to you, for which we have prepared a great celebration as well as a small token of our gratitude. And she goes and turns to the rest of the crowd. Our nation has suffered greatly through the generations, but we as a people have endured. When the Arakil ravaged and abused the lands, we thought we knew the pain and hardship was, but we endured and triumphed, and overcome our enemy, only to find that our sworn foes were only but humans such as ourselves, and that the real cause of our anguish was far more sinister. She then motions to you all. Heed these faces. May they be etched into your memory, for those that stand before you are mighty and courageous, warriors who have endured and delivered us from suffering, and the dark and sinister forces are no more. We now may not only endure, but thrive thanks to these benevolent souls, and it is with this that I bestow upon them this honor, before you, the people, as my witness. The queen steps down from her throne, gracefully approaching each of you, and stops before each person one at a time. As she arrives before you, she is past a small pillow containing a small metallic badge, gently lifting the small placard and then curtsying, and bestows it and hands it to each of you one at a time. After she is done, she returns to stand in front of her throne. The power vested in me as head of House Rimidalv and ruler of this nation, I bestow upon you the greatest honor at my disposal and award each of you a dukedom, the highest rank in Court Rimidalv, and are now honorary members of the Queen's Guard, with this emblem being your signet identifying of your standing. And with this, let the festivities begin, as I hope you all enjoy this celebration for you as well as your reward. And she kind of curtsies, and the audience claps, and the entire crowd erupts as literally hundreds of people are cheering for you all.
Wow. I'm a duke.
Yeah.
Wouldn't I be a duchess?
Yes, you would be a duchess.
No.
She gave you a
No, we're all
dukedom,
dukes.
but you'd be a duchess. It's not a
I'm a
duchessdom.
dukedom.
All right, and with that, the technical formalities seem to be over, and everyone is kind of scattered and fallen apart, and Dorian reapproaches you, as well as Darius.
Congratulations. I'm so glad you were able to make it through these arduous trials, and to come out victorious nonetheless. What you have done for all of us is a great service.
We only did what was necessary.
Whether it was necessary for you or not, it is still such a great accomplishment and feat, for it was something so deeply personal to us. For you to have come out as an outsider and intervened in a matter that was not personal to you is so great and heartfelt and meaningful to us. For which we do hope you enjoy the festivities, and as well, if you would like, we can escort you to your reward.
Reward first, then celebration? Reward first, then celebration? Anybody else?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Sounds good
I
to
think
me.
I might just stay and celebrate.
Who are you and what have you done with my greedy RA? What?
Hey, I am trying to be a better person. Stop tempting me.
We did this for the reward. Miss, I do it for the gold. What? Who?
Be honest, you just want to spend more time with the captain, don't you?
So hard. What?
What?
Yes. Yes, that is the reason why I want to spend more time with... Who did you say again?
Darius.
The captain?
Effectively. Yeah.
Oh.
Lucian, maybe? You mentioned someone named Lucian? I don't know if you like them. I don't
okay. I think I just want to dance. So, yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Do you want to dance?
I do, but I want my reward, man.
Well, go get your stinking reward. I'm going to stay here and dance. Can I perception to see who looks like they might want to dance?
So there are a number of individuals. It seems like some people have already taken up room on a dance floor with there being some faint music playing in the background. But there are numerous male individuals kind of just waiting around the dance floor as if it does not look like they have partners. Some of the village folk and some of the Queen's Guard, as well as individuals just like Gallahan, who has appeared to have wandered off and has not really cared for the reward.
I walk over. I go there to where Gallahan is. Just say hi.
Oh, hello, Miss Illaway.
I really thought you were gonna cut to them getting their reward first.
Yeah, sure, we can cut to them getting the reward. So
and then I'll talk to him later.
Sure.
So Snow doesn't go right away. She's actually looking at the stuff going on, kind of nonchalantly, wants to dance, but is also reserved. So she's kind of just standing there and then turns and starts to follow everyone for the reward.
Okay.
That's what she does.
So Dorian is escorting. Let me double check some more. Yeah, Dorian's escorting everyone with Zana and Clyde and Ewan all eerily running off for the reward, and you and Wilson are kind of tailing up the end, with you being the last individual. And it seems as if Dorian gestures you down a spiral staircase, and as you begin to descend, at the end of which you are met with a set of massive silver-lined wooden double doors, which, at the behest of your escort and another number of the Queen's Guard, they slowly begin to open. Roll a perception check for me. Anyone who's down there.
17.
36.
20.
As the doors crane open and your vision is no longer obstructed, before you is an entire room almost overflowing with coin and treasure. This seems to be about a 20 cubic foot room filled to the brim with nothing but loot. The ground is littered with gold and gems, and platinum even spots the masses, with weapons and armor that can be seen strewn about, and miscellaneous objects that dot and litter the mountains of currency.
How much? How much is our reward? How much are we allowed to take?
How much?
Oh, if you are referring to, and Dorian speaks up, which all of what is yours, this entire room has been set aside for you and your guild.
Oh well. Oh geez. Okay. Snow, how much? How much am I allowed to take?
I don't know what's here, and I also don't know
if you want, we have set aside, we did not know exactly what you would desire, but there have been a number of items that have been set aside in here. There has been a large number of various masterwork armor and weapons that some blacksmiths have donated to us, as well as some which have been procured from the various war times, as well as a number of rare artifacts and items which have been donated by some local magicians, and also some of which have been collected over the various battles over the ages, as well as basically most all of the hordes and what we have encountered as the spoils of our victories. We have a running tally and list if you would like to see everything that we were able to procure for you.
Dang. Well, I'm just gonna take some platinum, take some gold, and I'll be good. I'm gonna come back maybe I don't know. I'll find some daggers and take those.
So Snow, Dorian's gonna hand you a list.
Okay.
Now, mind you, this entire list does not completely contain everything that is in here, because there were some odd ends and bobs that we really did not know the qualities of, but seeing as they had a relatively magic aura, assumed would be of some value to you.
Is there like a gold value or platinum value overall as well?
Yes. So the main thing that is outlined is they have a set of masterwork armor for every class. There is light, medium, and heavy masterwork armor, multiple sets, enough for each person to take one if they so choose. Likewise, there are a number of masterwork weapons if you do not already possess one. There are a number of spell scrolls included in this, and a number of various magical artifacts, which it does not go into great detail about. But you do note the following, that there, aside from the platinum and gold, there are 84 pieces of amber, 23 pieces of azurite, 66 freshwater pearls, 29 lapis, 115 moonstone gems, 11 shards of obsidian, 9 topaz, and 3 blue sapphires rummaged about the hoard. And in total, all the gold calculated in this room to be divvied up would be 5,278 platinum, 189,400 gold coin.
Personally think that should just be like, Snow would suggest that the physical gold items and like the monetary value stuff just be divided equally among the party.
It would be 34,000 gold per person.
34,000?
Dividing all the gold and platinum together. That's not including the gems or the items. Ugwin.
I'm going to look for a crossbow.
There does seem to be a masterwork crossbow.
Okay, I'll take that.
As you are rummaging through for the crossbow, by the way, Ugwin, something catches your eye. It seems to be a strange prism surrounded by like an intricate spherical casing in which this cubic object is almost circulating, but it seems as if it has a very bright light in the center that is reminiscent of a star.
Ooh, instantly grab that. That's important.
Would you like to roll a knowledge arcana on that?
Sure. Knowledge arcana. Okay. 12.
Amazing. You're not quite sure how it works, but it seems to have some form of transportation effect.
All right.
But the specifics of which are immensely confusing.
I'll just keep it in my inventory for now. It'll be fine.
Zana, as you are rummaging your way through looking for just a handful of currency to pocket for the time being, but most notably a dagger, you do find yourself a very intriguing, it seems like, obsidian set of daggers.
Ooh, yummy.
And you're even able to detect a faint aura around it as well. It seems that the sheen of the gold surrounding the daggers is not quite as bright as it is everywhere else in the room.
Interesting. Can I knowledge arcana?
Yes, you may.
That is a 19 knowledge arcana.
It seems to have some passive minor obscuring effect, but more notably, it seems to have an active effect which lessens the light around it.
Cool. Mine. Do you want anything, Alistair? I mean, basically what's mine is yours, but
There's a lot of shiny.
It's a lot of shiny.
And he just goes around and just starts like pecking at various gems.
Do you want this? It's a goblet. It's a cool looking.
And he flies straight past you, and he goes over into one of the far left-hand corner and picks up what looks to be a blue stone.
Mine.
And he just holds this blue stone in his beak. All right. Snow, were you looking for anything in here? Just taking a gander at the room as a whole?
Yeah, she goes around and she kind of pokes through stuff, not really looking for anything specific.
As everyone else, you have seen... roll a perception check for me real quick.
32.
So as you're looking around, you see all this coin that's littering the place, the gems, the masterwork arms and armor, but you find yourself to already be relatively equipped. But as you're digging through the piles to see if there's anything worth value of you, you actually stumble upon a compass. You pause for a moment because it just kind of makes you think of Wilson and how you're really bad at directions as well.
Well, I need something to find my way around. I pick it up.
It seems as if Wilson and Clyde have also picked up various items. Clyde has rearmed himself with a masterwork bow, which seems to be of slightly higher quality, as well as picked up a couple of unique and intricate arrows. Wilson seems intrigued by a certain rod he has.
A rod?
A rod.
A rod.
It seems to be made almost of like a black obsidian steel. And that's about everyone having loot.
Snow looks really warily at the steel rod that he's holding, like the obsidian-looking thing, and is questioning why a rod specifically, but doesn't say anything.
All right, I got what I want.
I'm going to cast Read Magic real quick and like go through the scrolls that you said there were.
Oh, yeah.
And try to find a scroll of invisibility.
There's nothing of invisibility.
Okay.
There is a scroll that has Expeditious Retreat and Reduced Person on it. Another one that has Unseen Servant and Mirror Image on it. And lastly, one with Pyrotechnics, Obscuring Mist, and Fog Cloud.
All right. I'll leave them all there.
Well, I got what I want. You get what you want. You got what you want. Let's go dancing. Snow, I know you want to go dancing.
Huh? I know you want to go dancing. Do you go dance? Yeah, let's go dance.
Cool.
Go dance.
No, I'm good.
You've never been to a club before? I mean, this is not exactly a club, but you've never been to a club before?
Can't say that I have.
Wait, is it that kind of dancing?
It can be.
It didn't look like that kind of dancing, though.
Yeah, but you know, whenever you dance in a certain type of way, you can get all the people dancing a certain type of ways. That's a chain reaction, and I ain't talking about no conga line chain. A conga line would be fun.
God.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they gave us, I mean, I at least got a dress with frills. I don't think they're going to be conga line dancing anytime soon.
I can lead. Let's go dance. Guys, Wilson, Clyde, and also Ugwin, let's go celebrate!
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for that. Are all of you going to make your way to the dance floor? Is there anything in particular you wanted to do? This is kind of like a downtime to where if you just want to, like, the party is technically for you. But there's also food, various other tables outlined with hors d'oeuvres and various entrees of sorts. And it does seem that not everyone is dancing. There are some people just
conversing.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, all of you are just going to make your way upstairs from the room and join the rest of the party. But we pan over to R.A.
Is there, like, any alcohol around? Like, some liquid?
Oh, very much so.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah.
Grab, like, a cup and just take a really quick, just, like, I can't see the violet
like a chug,
I'm doing, but it's like a
shot.
Like a shot, yeah, like that, exactly. Just like,
but no, she downs an entire glass of wine in like the matter of seconds, just like gone. Like 3 gulps and the entire thing's drained, and she just sets it back down on the table.
I walk over to Gallahan,
and
I say, "Hey, do you want to dance?"
I'm gonna roll his will real quick.
He faints.
Oh no.
I don't think that's what he's rolling will for.
Why are you all knowing?
He has to, like, if he fails, he, like, can't force himself to, like, dance with me.
What if he just blushes?
Oh, Miss Hilloway, on such a celebratory day, I would love to have a dance with you.
Awesome. Okay, dance.
So you and Gallahan go out and join the dance floor, as it seems as if everyone is doing some form of like 4-step waltz.
Is he a good dancer?
Yes, he's a very good dancer.
Okay. Am I a good dancer?
Perform, but she doesn't have it.
You wanna roll?
What would that be?
Perform, like there's a perform dance technically, but you're not really performing.
I have
like,
acrobatics.
Yeah, I guess just roll dexterity, because that's what it would.
Dexterity? Okie-dokie.
Yeah, to make sure you don't step on people's toes. Quite literally.
Oh, please let me roll something else. Please.
No, that's your dexterity.
Tell me he doesn't notice because he's got like armor boots. Oh.
No, he's wearing very nice dress shoes right now, and you're kind of fumbling around, and he pauses for a moment. He's like, Miss Hilloway, if you wouldn't mind. And he kind of like pulls you a little closer and puts your feet on his. and kind of guides you dancing.
I can't look at him. I'm just like blushing, kind of.
All right, so yeah, and you go on for the rest of the song, and you guys enjoy dancing for a couple of minutes with everyone else currently with the party.
Do we walk in and see them dancing?
You could roll a perception check.
21.
Yes, I would definitely perception. 19.
There are a lot of people, and amidst the crowd snow, you find yourself unable to find the rest of your compatriots, but Zana. Your eyes, eventually, after scanning the crowd, lock gaze with your compatriots and notice that you have found both Ari and Callahan in the same place, dancing with one another.
Ooh, I knew it. I knew she had the hots for Callahan. I knew it. And she just made her move while we were away. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was knowing it, and I knew it, and I knew it. And she made her move. She wanted to wait until we weren't there.
Wait.
She made her move. Oh my God, Callahan's in it too.
Wait, what?
Oh,
where? I can't.
What do you mean where? Right there on the dance floor, honey. Look at them canoodling. Ooh.
I just saw Callahan's back. I didn't really see, like...
He has her, oh my gosh. Oh, yes.
Oh,
this is
my
beautiful.
Gosh. That's so cute. I love it.
Ugwin, have you ever danced before?
I don't know if he danced so much as floats.
This is like, you haven't danced? Have you never danced?
I don't really like dancing.
But Ugwin, how does Nugget feel about dancing?
He's probably fine. I don't know where he is. I kind of left him outside when we walked into He's somewhere around here.
Is Nugget, like...
in a gown?
Nugget has to come down the stairs with like
a top
beam
hat? Oh my God.
Shining,
he
just
needs
like
to have a top hat.
beautifully walks down the stairs.
You see over by the hors d'oeuvre table that Nugget is dressed in a tiny suit that covers his sternum, and he's wearing a top hat, and he's currently like devouring an entire plate of entrees.
Ugwin, you need to ask him to dance.
I don't.
It's
Dance
okay
with
if you
the
don't want
dinosaur.
to. There's
Dance
Zana,
with
we
the
don't pressure
dinosaur.
him.
Dancing with...
But I think Nugget would appreciate it.
Yeah, probably.
I think Nugget more goes with just the general vibes of everybody around.
You see as Nugget is like licking his jowls clean of all of the chicken he just scarfed down, and he kind of is looking at everyone, and he begins to like kind of do like a little sidestep and swaying his tail in rhythm with the music.
A well-behaved
It's adorable.
dinosaur.
It's pretty impressive.
Oh, that's so
He's doing the
cute.
classic like sidestep snap. That's the dinosaur equivalent of the sidestep snap.
How did dinosaurs snap?
Like he can't, so he doesn't. He has the tail wave perfectly in beat with the. Yeah, it's just sidestep. You know, hands, hip height, elbows 90 degrees, snapping. Just sidestep, snap, and just sway with the beat perfectly in rhythm.
That is one dapper dinosaur. So Clyde, would you want to dance? Are you okay with a dance? Is that
yeah, we can dance, Zana.
we can dance and maybe have a little.
We can dance if we want to.
Yeah. Wait, come here, Clyde. Just let's go, and I'll grab Clyde by the hand and take him to the dance floor.
All right, great. You and Clyde are whisked off into the dance floor.
I wanted to talk to him while we're dancing, like multitask. So while we're in the dance floor.
Very good. Yep. Yep. No, we'll get to that in a second. We'll have that conversation. So Snow. You're standing there.
Oh, here's Snow.
She turns her head very slowly. Hey.
Wilson's looking at you in his tuxedo.
You know, you're standing there and I'm standing here. And like everyone else is kind of dancing. Do you want to, like the two of us, we could join them dancing? Us?
Dancing.
Do you not like dancing?
That'd be ironic since I am a bard that dances.
Yeah, you do perform dance and you do it pretty well, so I figured you like dancing, but I get it like if you don't want to dance with me, but I just thought like I'd ask.
It's not dancing with you. It's just this. Gestures to the entire room. Just all of that. It's intense. Actually indoors.
No, I mean there's a lot. I mean we could like try and see if like
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I think there's like a balcony, or like we could go out to the garden where maybe it's a little quieter, and we could just like the music's loud. I probably like, I just wanted to know if you wanted to dance. That's all.
I guess we're just gonna stare at each other, aren't we?
And he offers you his hand,
hesitantly, like awkwardly takes it,
or motions for your hand. Okay. So you have the juxtaposition of the very awkward Wilson and Snow and the very eager Clyde and Zana. One bit kind of loosely and shabbily finding their way onto the dance floor, and the other one just bolting straight for it. And everyone now is kind of enjoying the festivities.
Snow would not go to the dance floor.
She wouldn't?
Not to the dance floor. She can't.
He would eventually escort you out then to the Queen's Garden, and you would go out the front doors and find a much quieter place where it's less crowded, but you can still faintly hear the music from inside. And everyone is currently dancing. So, Ugin?
I'm gonna like position myself to where I could like easily see above everybody's heads.
All right.
And I'll cast rainbow pattern
It's a special
above them.
effects guy.
And I'll just like kind of move it around.
Amazing. and as this is happening, everyone's going, ooh, as this, what does that look like?
A glowing rainbow hued pattern of interweaving colors.
Cool.
Pretty.
Yeah. And everyone around as this, the pattern of light refraction kind of moves about the dance floor. Everyone kind of looks up as it makes a very pretty and beautiful scene and paints the mood. And everyone is currently dancing. So, any interactions we wanted to have?
Yes.
All right. Did RA or Snow intend on having any further conversations with their dance partners?
I thought we all were.
No, I think Nugget might go try to find that one chick with the animals.
Yeah. So off in the corner, you do see as a dinosaur and a badger are currently dancing with one another.
Nice.
Yeah, a literal large Compsognathus and a large dire badger are currently interlocked with arms, swaying back and forth with one another. And everyone thinks this is normal. All right. Snow, is there anything you wanted to talk to Wilson about? Or would it be a very silent and awkward dance?
It'd be very silent and very awkward.
Would she say anything?
She'd just be like kind of going with it. It's nice weather we got here.
Yeah, it's really quaint. Some nice moonlight outside. The garden's nice and lit, but quiet and like peaceful.
Yeah, I don't do this kind of stuff. This is weird.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought, like everyone else was, and like we could because we were there, and it's things people do.
That is something. Can we stop dancing now?
Yeah, we can stop dancing.
Okay, good. Okay. It's lovely weather we're having out here.
Yeah, nice moonlight really makes everything is like quaint and peaceful and well lit.
Okay, this is much better. I feel more. Yeah. Okay. The physical contact was messing with me.
Yeah, I get that. Understand it. You want to like go inside and get food? I think I saw some bread rolls.
Now you're speaking my language. We're going.
Oh, okay.
All right, and those two stop whatever that interaction was. Like within moments of it beginning, they were kind of just silently swaying back and forth, but they both kind of blushed and got really awkward after a few moments and are just like, I don't know what to do or say, and it kind of just broke off. And then bread was mentioned, so they run off to the entrees.
That is the way
Meanwhile,
to do it.
Gallahan and Ari are currently amidst everyone else in the main dance floor area.
We have to get you a new shield.
I couldn't agree more. I feel almost naked without a shield.
What a way to describe yourself.
Don't think about him naked, R.A.
Shh.
Don't think about it, R.A.
Shh. No, you're not here, damn you.
I know.
I was thinking we could talk to the blacksmith and find you another one. Maybe that was better.
Oh, quite possibly. I'm sure with the reward we will have garnered, I will more than likely have more than enough to buy the wares that I need, and I could donate the rest.
Oh, who are you going to donate it to?
There's the guild I was part of previously before the Odd Guild. His name is Mercy. I donate most of the funds I receive, except for what I need to sustain myself, either to the Odd Guild, Treasury, or to Mercy, because they are a relief and healing guild for those in need.
I see. Where would you find them?
I believe they have a base stationed. The main base of operations would still be back on the first floor in the town of Beginnings, because that's where a lot of arduous travel was. But I do know that they have a emergency relief station set up in floor 5. That's where we took a lot of the members of the catastrophe that happened there after the creatures came and stampeded through. I was lending my hand and aiding them.
Oh, I don't think that I want to stay with the Dark Guild, so I was thinking of maybe just going off on a quest or something, or maybe finding a new one. So maybe I'll check it out.
All right, that sounds lovely. I mean, Dark Guilds did seem a little bit too sinister for you. You seemed a lot more lighthearted and caring than the rest of the compatriots of Dark I'd met before.
Ugwin hovers over with rainbow lights and just looks menacingly. Excuse you.
Ugwin is much nicer on the inside. He doesn't really show that, and Draken's he's a misunderstood person that no one is fond of often.
I'm sure, but still, the entire atmosphere from them seemed a little bit too sinister and serious for you. You have a very light-hearted nature about you.
Okay. I just kind of bury my head wherever there's space, and I can't.
You kind of just look down, and the top of your head hits his chest, and you're kind of just looking at and staring down at your guys' feet as you're kind of moving around the dance floor. I do wish you best of luck in finding a guild where you feel more at home. Finding friends and acquaintances can be quite trying, but once you find a home, a family to belong to, it's some of the most rewarding set of circumstances you can have.
I just start crying, silently.
You don't say anything.
Hear this. Let me see his perception. But please do. I hope that you stay in touch. Who knows? Maybe after all's said and done, you find out that your home may belong with Mercy or one of the other guilds, but it may be right here in Odd.
My heart will always be with the Odd Guild.
Well, then why don't you talk to Snow? I don't know how she would rule it or judge it. There generally aren't too many parameters in joining, but if you were genuinely sincere, there could definitely be a reason to join with us. But I do feel like you should probably speak with your guild leader first. If there are any issues, I do believe you should try resolving it with him.
Well, I was thinking it'd take some time for a little while and maybe get you a shield. And
don't worry about me, Miss Illoway. I'm very self-resilient and quite able to take care of my own.
Silent again. I don't know what to do.
And it kind of just fades into this awkward silence after. Not awkward.
Not awkward.
Okay.
Not awkward, damn you.
No, just a silence.
Just
and
sad.
then we make our way over. Ugin, is there anything you wanted to add? Real quick.
Excuse you.
This might be lengthy. Hey, Zana.
So, I take Clyde to the dance floor by the hand, and we'll start dancing.
All right, are you ready?
Rip the Band-Aid off. Don't be gentle.
The question is, who's leading?
Zana doesn't know how to follow.
Both you and Clyde both try and lead.
Does Clyde know how to lead?
And Clyde does know how to lead. He grew up with 6 sisters.
Oh, fair enough.
So both of you are trying to lead, and then eventually Clyde begins to follow after he realizes what's going on.
So I feel like we should, it's a lovely night out, right?
Yeah, nice weather, bright moon, everything's well lit.
Pretty cool. I think I'm going to give you 2 options. We can stay here for a good bit and dance and not remember anything that ever happened between us and just dance and have a good time right now. And then we can talk later. Or we could talk now And you know what? I feel like, what do you want? Oh gosh dang it, I've never done this before. This is bad. Clyde,
Yeah?
me and you,
Yeah?
we're gonna dance. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good dance time. We do whatever we want while we're dancing, okay?
Sure.
But after we're done dancing, we're gonna be having a talk.
I don't like
serious.
the intonation you're using with those words in that order. I'm gonna be honest. And it makes it a little difficult to dance, because I'm also trying to follow, and that's not normally what I do, but, well, I mean, it is, but I don't mean to be a follower. I try and lead sometimes, but, I don't know, you just want to talk now?
You want to talk?
It's a good talk, right?
You want to talk? No, it is a talk
It's a good talk, no?
It is a talk that will lead to growth.
Did I hear no?
You know what? I'm gonna spend...
Good growth.
I'm gonna... Alright, do it. Shit. I'm gonna put my finger up to his lips for like 20 minutes. No talking.
For 20 minutes?
For 20 minutes.
Okay. After about a minute, he kind of like starts to talk again and pull you to the side.
I just wanted to have a nice moment with you before I ruin everything, Clyde.
No, why are you ruining it? What do you mean ruin everything?
Oh my god. Come with me. Come with me. And jeez. I take him out to the balcony.
Meanwhile, Snow and Wilson come back in and pass them, I guess.
Yeah, and you two and like Wilson and Clyde kind of lock eyes, and they both kind of with their eyes say, "Help me." And you are now walking about the Queen's Garden. Well, not the Queen's Garden. Basically the main courtyard of the castle, which is decorated with flowers and bushes, and has a nice little walking path for you, which is well lit currently by the full moon.
Don't make it romantic, GM. It's gonna hurt him more.
Oh, it's very romantic.
I stop him. Clyde. I wanted to have a nice moment, but you want? Okay.
I mean, we've had a lot of ups and downs recently with memory loss and then
First.
being called Daryl, and then like people not wanting to speak with Daryl, who was associated with me, and then all of a sudden people wanting to dance with, and I'm getting a lot of mixed messages. So I hoped this conversation would like clarify things.
Zana's gonna kneel down, and she's like, first and foremost,
will you marry me?
Kneel on like one knee? On one knee?
Because I feel like it's a sign of respect. I've never broken up with somebody. I don't know how this is
kneel
supposed to be
on
done.
one knee
She does
to
have a
break
ring,
up
guys.
with him, apparently. It's
I
like,
know.
oh,
I get on my
Zana,
both my knees. First and
Okay,
foremost.
both knees?
Yeah, both.
Are we sitting on the grass together?
Oh,
And
no.
he goes to
Clyde,
join you.
listen.
And he sits down next to you, and he kneels and looks you in the eye and is holding your hand.
I look at him lovingly and say, God, you're stupid. First
you got down on one knee for a second, and I thought you were going to propose, and then then you got down on two knees, and now I'm confused because I don't know what two knees means.
I need to talk for a second. Let me talk.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I need to apologize to you. Back at Slawslayer Indolence, or whatever you want to call it.
That's a good impression.
I was a bit pent up. I don't know really how to express emotions well, and I guess I was more hurt than anything else because I felt like what you said while under the effects of pride were what you really felt. And I know that's not how it is. But I had some time to think whether it was crying on the floor of pride or brooding on the floor of sloth. I had some time to think about us and what we are.
Good thoughts.
Well, you were being a dick at the time, so.
I mean that's understand. I don't really remember it, so I can't vouch for me. So I'm just gonna agree that I was being rude.
Yes, rude is an understatement. However, Clyde, do you know why this relationship started, or when exactly it started?
I mean,
I always kind of liked you, but I didn't really have the courage to do anything. And then it just so happened that there was a food made, and that kind of unknowingly made me unconsciously do things. But it doesn't mean I didn't want to do them. It's just I wasn't in control of what I did. And that's kind of when we realized we had feelings for one another, but we came to a mutual decision. Like, we're on the 10th floor.
Have we ever called each other boyfriend and girlfriend? Have we ever solidified that as a fact that we were in a relationship? Because it was always kind of assumed.
You always said you didn't like labels.
Am I wrong?
No, but you don't like labels, so I didn't think you wanted to.
And that's the thing. I kind of didn't. Clyde, you're very attractive to me. And I am very weak to attractive people. You know this.
Yeah, I have a similar issue.
The thing is, I don't feel like we're right for each other. I feel like...
What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean by right?
I mean, I don't benefit you, and I feel like I use you, and I feel like that's not fair to you.
I don't feel that way. I've never said I felt that way.
I know. That's because I caressed his cheek. That's because you're sweet, and you're innocent, and you're oh so dumb. But poor baby.
It's like slowly drowning a puppy. It's like right before. Just like kill it already. Don't make it suffer.
Stop. I'm trying.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
Right before it dies, you like
mean.
pull it out and just like shake it a little bit to make sure it's alive.
I love you. And the kiss is
Yeah, make sure it's alive. Are you okay? It's like Chinese water torturing a puppy.
What the
right
hell?
now.
That's horrible.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you this poem, accompanied by some smooth jazz.
Roses are red, violets are blue. This breakup was long, my soul is dead too. My editor cried, the audio's scrapped, but your torments were gone, and with that, it's a wrap.
A good relationship for you. I'm not good for you, Clyde. I've never been anything but terrible to you, and even now I'm being terrible to you, but you're the one making excuses for me, and I feel terrible. Do you honestly see this relationship working long term? Because I can't.
I was willing to put in the effort to make it work, but if
I'm not willing to put in the effort to ultimately let you die, is what I'm trying to say. Because if this ever goes anywhere except for outside a game, you have low chances of probability of survival. Because
I'll take those chances.
I won't.
If I could survive this game, I can survive some really strict father figure with a bunch of goons who may or may not cause other people physical harm for money. I mean, that's basically Draken, right?
Do a little bit more than that. Oh my gosh. Clyde, come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
If this hug means we're breaking up, I don't know if I want it.
I don't give him a choice. Zana's gonna hug him.
Okay.
Clyde, do I get to hug him?
Yeah,
do I get
you hug him against his will. You embrace him.
Clyde, I care for you deeply. I really do. More than anyone I think I ever have. But that's the reason why I can't be with you.
If you love something, you don't let it go. That's malarkey. If you love someone, you die for them.
I deeply care for you, Clyde. I might love you, but I don't think it's in the same way that you love me. And I'm really sorry. I'll grab him by the face. You really are so handsome. And you're such a good guy. You're a good cook, and you've been really, really good in battle. I'm so proud of how far you've come. I'm so proud of you.
I thought you were going to say really good in bed.
If all of that's true, then why are you leaving?
I'm leaving
Zana, you're making
for
it
me.
worse.
Literally,
Clyde.
just drop the mic and walk away. You're making it so bad.
Clyde, I'm leaving for me. Do you want me to be happy?
I do.
I want you to be happy.
But what if I'm happy with you?
Then you're stupidly happy. It's like a person being happy while they're in chains in a dungeon. That might be their kink, but it's a little bit
that's your
weird.
fetish.
I need, for me, Clyde, I need some time for myself, away from everyone, to grow as a person with myself before I'm a part of something bigger. You understand?
I can understand that, but just because you need some space, that doesn't mean, like, you need to, like, are you gonna say, Snow, hey, I need to self-reflect, we can't be friends anymore? Like...
No, I'm still gonna be friends with everyone. Well, Clyde, we can still be friends.
But I don't get, like, I understand
going...
if you need to self-reflect. I don't understand why we can't later be in a relationship or pick things back up where we left off and meet once we're both better people and give it another chance.
You know what, Clyde? If after a while I'm not dead, we've both grown as people, and you're not already dating someone, sure. But I'd hate for you to hold yourself back for me, because you got a handsome face and you're a darn well stud who'd get any lady he wants, except for me. But, Clyde, it's over. It's over. We're done.
And with that, your character walks away. You could have walked away like 5 times.
I could have. And you dare try to leave the group. You need emotional support, sir. And also, that just be copying me and kind of lame. Love you. Bye.
We're messaging in the Roll20
What's
chat.
wrong with you?
Christ almighty, the savagery.
I haven't seen any of the chat because my Discord thing has been over it. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of chat.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all...
Love you, see you
Love
never.
you, though. See you never.
Just slit his throat already. Jeez.
I know I already said I broke up with you like 3 times now, but let's have a conversation about it again real
He
quick.
wasn't getting it.
You kept basically telling him I still like
you kept confusing him because you're like, it's over, but here, let me list a bunch of reasons why it shouldn't
like,
be. You're smart, you're handsome, I
not-
like
no,
you.
that was
That
all.
means we're not over.
And
from experience of
Zana's going to
breakups?
go into the party and stand up on a table.
Yeah, sure.
I have an announcement to make.
And the music falls silent, and everyone heeds the new Duke of this nation.
Snow has bread just stuffed in her mouth, and she's like shoving bread in Wilson's mouth and just stops and turns.
I will be doing some personal self-reflection on my own within the next day. But tonight, I'm gonna party like it's 1999, and I don't know what that means, but let's get partying.
You mean
yeah,
you
party.
mean 1985?
We're gonna party. We're gonna forget everything. Are you with me? Yeah.
And everyone cheers.
She hops down from the table and finds the nearest alcohol to chug.
What?
She chugs
That's
it.
underage drinking, but go for it.
And she will also try to find Snow.
I don't know, but she seems to be talking about something about working on herself, which is probably a good thing.
Hold on. Okay. All right, we're good. Why was that an announcement?
Oh, after downing the alcohol, she's going to try and find Snow.
Okay. I'm gonna say just a little piece of advice to make this go by smoother without any arguments. It probably would just be better if you tried to sneak away, take your horse, and leave.
Oh.
And just send them a written message.
You know what? That's
Darn,
probably a good
that was
idea.
my plan.
But the question is, GM, would Zana think of that?
Probably not. I really, I can't imagine that.
That was like a 15-minute breakup. That's about how long it would have taken in real life knowing RL. Probably would have been longer and more awkward if I hadn't told her that she just leaves, because she probably wouldn't have done it.
Excuse me. I know we're not even dating, but
We're not dating, but I'm breaking up with you, even though I love you a lot.
It might not have even actually
you?
worked.
What?
No one's ever understood, Zana.
I'm gonna say that after Zana left Clyde in the garden, she went and she mounted Caspian and rode off into the night.
But I wanted to give gifts to everyone.
Yeah, you can sneak upstairs to their rooms and leave gifts.
She left them with the
by
note.
You should be sneaky.
You should be very sneaky. You have a really good stealth, so you can definitely sneak upstairs and place gifts and a note per person if you would like. And you can write those out later if you wanted to say anything specific to them, and we can have the characters read them next time.
So Zana will carefully place the gifts and notes against everyone's door. She goes to Caspian in the stables.
Mm.
Hey, buddy. You ready for an adventure? Kisses. Let's go.
And he, as you mount him and you are riding out the castle doors, Caspian kind of takes one look behind him towards the party and all the noise where all of your friends and compatriots are currently enjoying a jubilant celebration, but ahead of you, you have a new path to blaze.
Zana looks back momentarily, but gazes ahead with more intensity. And also Alistair is on her shoulder. He has been with her for this whole time. Just silently watch.
You're a moron.
I know. Well, that's that! For me!
And does anyone else want to do anything?
I'll slip out of the dance room and I'll dismiss Nugget.
Yeah, both you and RA both receive a message from your guild leader.
I don't look at it. I just want to dance with Gallahan literally all night until I pass out or something.
That's perfectly fine.
I'll read it. What does it say?
About damn time. Took you guys long enough. Bunch of slackers. What do I even pay you for? Report back to the bases immediately.
I hate him so much.
But there is a dot. Good job though. You have a bonus weight.
Yeah, no, I'll slip out. My rainbow pattern will last for like another minute. I'll dismiss Nugget and fly back to the guild, and I'll message the group something, but I won't say what right now because we'll worry about that later. Yeah,
worry about that. All right. So with that, both Zana and Ugin have gone off on their own adventures. Meanwhile, RA is trying to enjoy her last moments with everyone, dancing till she can't anymore, trying to suck up every moment she can while she can. Snow, what are you doing?
Eating bread the entire time.
Stuffing every last bread roll she can.
She's stuffing her dress like, Wilson, you gotta put more bread in get more bread. Hold this.
Snow, we literally got thousands of gold. I'm pretty sure we could buy our own bakery.
But this is... I paid for bread for weeks. I dropped the bread. I'm a bread hoarder. What do you want from me? It happens.
I really thought you were going to say a different word there.
All right, so with Zana riding off into a moonlit night, Ugin flying back from whence he came, if you would, Clyde brokenhearted in a garden.
Just sitting there.
R.A. enjoying her last moments with the Odd Guild, and Snow unaware of all of her surroundings and the events that have just transpired and what will soon befall her, is ignorantly but happily enjoying her time with Wilson. And that, I believe, is where we end off for this evening and season.
Wow. Well, that was an interesting close.
I didn't know how that was going to happen either, to be fair. I did not expect these events in this order at this time, in that manner.
Well, thanks, guys, for listening to this episode of Sword Art Online.
It was an odd one.
The main party is going to be taking a little bit of a break. We will be doing some side missions and whatnot, and we will be back at some point.
Eventually.
I don't know when.
In the future.
But at some point.
Yeah.
We got to write stuff. In addition, we may be seeing some old faces coming to visit for a little bit. But don't worry, guys. We'll be back. All right. Love you all. Again, if you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe. Share this with your friends, your family. Please, nobody under the age of 13, because there are some things here that I'm just not proud of as an adult. Beside the point. Yes, but please leave us a review because we really like to know what you guys think, what we can add in, what we can improve. If we're really doing that bad, I try.
Absolutely. I love to read your reviews. I love to read them so much. It brings me so much joy.
Yes. So guys, in addition to that, if you want to support us in other ways, we do have a shop on our website at missingroleplayerfound.com where you can get some merchandise. I'm actually wearing a nice t-shirt of ours, but I can't really show it to you. Yeah, it's a tank top, but I also have a t-shirt.
She does also
have a t-shirt. So you can go there, or you can also go to our Patreon. It's in the link below, but that's also Missing Role Player Found. And that link is also on our website. So you can go there, and for $1 a month, you get access to early releases of episodes, special secret episodes, which we might be putting there, and, just some other stuff like getting an NPC named after yourself. Let me tell you. Okay. And last, but very not least? Is that the right way to say that?
Last but not least.
Last, but
very not least.
Thank you. But very not least, please join us on our Discord. That is where you can get in contact with us the most. We do have an email through our website that you can send us something, but the best way to get a hold of us is through our Discord. So if you follow the link in the description below, you can join us on Discord, chat there, send us messages, and do our thing that we have that's called Ask Alice. Don't forget about that. You can send us in questions for the cast, characters, etc. And at some point, we might read them on the air, especially if we get enough questions. So please do that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and we will be back.
I will press the button to step now.